Oh, it wants me to check.
All right, we are live. Hello, 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 everyone.
Hey everyone, welcome on a Monday. Another live stream featuring Omni and our friends at Foxify. Always good to do a joint stream with them.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. On a Monday, nonetheless. Yeah, the most, how would you say that? The most troublesome day of the week, maybe.
Sometimes the weekends
Heck
aren't
yeah.
always the best for the markets, it seems, and
Oh,
Monday usually we see a little bit of a rebound. I guess we can say we're seeing that today. We'd like to see a little bit more heading into October. But I guess the big news of the day is our two communities facing off, or our two teams facing off in
mm.
this trading challenge.
For the fourth time now.
Yeah. What's the
For the
record
fourth time.
currently?
It's you want to know that, huh?
I can't remember
Yeah.
exactly. Can you help me out?
You are so bad. Okay, okay. It's two for you guys and one for us.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay. On your platform, right?
on our platform, yeah, over at
And this
Foxify.
time we have team names,
We
and we
do.
are the Omni Outlaws, and you guys have called yourself the Last Chance Saloon. Um,
Correct.
Although I think it should have been No Chance Saloon when the Outlaws ride into town. So
Damn.
it should be good fun. We always have a lot of fun doing this. It's a great way to be able to use your platform, which I love, for people that are looking to do that leverage trading. I know that's not for everyone, and that's why we're doing these trading competitions to allow them to live vicariously or trade vicariously through us with leverage, because it really is a lot of fun to do it. And I think your platform has really made that entry barrier very low compared to the last
Mhm.
time, while still providing all the benefits of trading and the security of the platform, and knowing that you guys have been around for a long time and are a trusted name in the space. And I always enjoy doing this. I feel like on one of the competitions, I've taken part in two, but in one
Mhm.
of them I led our team to a victory, and I'm
You
looking
like to believe that,
I'd
yeah.
like to believe that. So we'll see.
That's good. Yeah, and I appreciate the kind words. We have been working hard on getting Foxify where it is, and I'm feeling that with every passing day, new things are coming. We're working on automation right now as well behind the scenes, which is going to be a whole different ball game once we get that completely running. So yeah, there's a lot more stuff coming, and yeah, we're always happy to host such an event like the one we are
Absolutely.
with you, because it's
So
a lot of
just
fun.
It is a lot of fun. So let's just let, probably more so our community, the Omni community,
Mhm.
maybe understand a little bit of what's going on. I know your community is going to get it, but there's going to be three team members from each side. So three from
Yep.
Omni and three from Foxify. From the Omni team, it will be myself, Madrid, and I believe Ayush, our business development manager. It could be Taz. He's joined in one of these challenges
Yeah, I
before.
remember that name.
Yeah, he's a good trader, so you better hope we don't use him. We don't need a ringer. We could probably
Nah.
just do it with Madrid and myself, but whether that's Ayush or Taz, we'll be pleased to have them join our team. And so what we'll do is, all of the traders will be putting in $500 initially, right?
Yep.
And
Correct.
then we will have to do five total trades over the duration of the week the competition will be live.
Or you can do as many as you like, because what we're doing is we're getting everybody a pro funded account,
Okay,
and that will give you, instead of the 500 that you put in, you'll get $2,500 to trade with.
right.
And yeah, you can trade as much or as little as you like, as long as you
Okay,
keep the funded account alive, of course.
right. Because I believe last time we had to do five trades,
Yeah,
and each trade was a minimum of $100.
exactly. We
And
we
so
did a
that's changed.
Yes, yeah, we did away with all of that since we now have the funded accounts. Yeah, all of us will start a funded account, a pro funded account. So that means you put in $500 and you get an account back with $2,500 to trade. And then, yeah, your goal is to make as much P&L as possible. And the cool thing is, there's a whole new layer to it now, because if you manage to scale that account up to silver, because we start on bronze, but if you're able to scale that up to silver, not only do you have now $2,500, you'll be able to trade with a $5,000 account. So you'll be making a whole lot more impact in the trading competition.
Pardon me. Okay,
That's
so
okay.
now the way that we're going to decide who wins this competition between the teams is basically total profit between the three members.
That's correct. Yeah. What we'll do is we'll do average profit, actually.
Average per
Yeah.
trader
No, the average
for the team.
across the three. Yes,
Okay.
exactly. We
And
feel that is like the most fair.
perfect. And so if I know that once the challenges started, I'm going to go in and basically add our team names to the
Hmm.
individual traders. So it'll
Yeah,
be CV/Omni Outlaws, and you'll do the same for your team. Now, how would the
exactly.
community be able to kind of follow along and see who's winning and by how much and all those good analytics stats?
Yeah, what we'll be able to do is give a daily update, of course. That is something that we've provided in the past, and that's what we'll continue doing. But because we are naming our funded challenges on our website, there is a very easy tool that you can use to track everybody's trades that are in profit, I should say. You just go to leaderboard, and then you go to funded challenge leaderboard, and there you'll see all of the trades that are currently, or all of the accounts even that are currently in profit.
So that would be going to your website, foxify.trade, and then
Correct.
looking in the main navigation for funded leaderboard.
That's right. Yeah, just
And
go
then
to
at the top, you'll see me, Omni Exchange, and then second Omni Exchange, third Omni Exchange. And then if
yeah,
we look way down the list, we'll be able to start to see your team's names in there.
exactly. I can actually share my screen real quick.
Yeah, exactly. Your teams will be right at the bottom.
Oh my god.
I said 1, 2, 3 for the Omni Outlaws, and you're like, yep. And then way down the list, like a cunning little fox hiding out at the bottom.
look,
We can
look.
start
This
to see
is
yourself and Danny.
this is I'm just ignoring you. This is the leaderboard. So what you do, you go to beta.foxify.trade, and then yeah, right here on the leaderboard, when you go to funded challenge leaderboard, this is where you'll be able to see all of the accounts that are in profit.
Okay, so what would it take for me to be at tops in the leaderboard right now?
To be top on the leaderboard, that would
Not very
mean
much.
no, it's not too bad actually at the moment.
Oh, wow.
The There used to be a silver, because you can see here the levels, right? There used to be a silver on the top earlier today, but apparently the market has gone against them, and it's knocked them completely out of profit. It looks like, because
So
the
the levels here where we have
mhm.
bronze, silver, and I'm assuming we're going to go, we have iron and spark,
Yeah,
copper, a whole bunch of levels. These are
correct.
only going to be dictated by the amount that was initially put in the funding account, or this
Yes.
we can have this done by, trading or points or whatever.
Exactly. Well, if you start the pro challenges, you can see them here, right? All of these are pros, these are pros. The pro challenges all start at the bronze level. The entry ones all start at the spark level. So to upgrade that bronze to silver, you need 100 points, and the
Okay.
100 points, you see, this one is pretty close to that. But the 100 points are a combination of your trading and your P&L,
Okay.
and that together, your trading activity and your P&L. So those together will determine how many points you have. And if you reach 100 points during the competition, then you will be able to upgrade your account from bronze to silver, and you could very well make the difference in your team. So
Now,
that's what
is
we're
that
going
a
to
hundred
strive for.
points every level, or the higher you get, that
Yes.
100 points will increase?
Yeah, it is 100 points for each level, but of course the points will be harder to reach as you progress through the levels.
And where would I see the team names on this?
Right here where it says challenge, so the second column, this one.
Okay,
Yeah, so these are just generated. They usually generate like this, like Pro Challenge, and this one is one that has been named, yeah, differently already,
right.
and this one as well. But yeah, if you
So
change your
ours will say Outlaws versus No Chance Saloon.
okay, and ours will say, yeah, Super Chat
That's
Saloon.
what they would be able to see, the community members though,
Exactly.
right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Or they can just look at the top of the leaderboard and they'll be able to see the one of the three outlaws, if not all, because the
Sure.
outlaws are serving up stop losses, and we got itchy trigger fingers for that swap button. So we're ready to rock and roll here. I like it.
Right.
I like it.
I
There's a
like it
lot of
too.
really good information on this page. I can see the
Hmm.
trading pairs, the
Yeah. Yeah.
all the ratios that you'd want, and
Exactly.
profits, the different
And
levels,
you can even hover over the tooltips to see what everything is
even more
exactly.
information.
Yes,
I
sir.
like it.
So you could, as the outlaws, you could of course have a look at us, what we've traded, and base that upon your current trades. Hmm?
And then do the opposite.
No, no, do exactly what we do, because we'll be on the top of that leaderboard.
Okay. Now you're gonna, not that we need it, but you're
Mhm.
going to be providing us some of your premium trading signals
Yeah,
during the contest.
correct. We feel
Okay.
that's only fair.
Yeah, sure. We'll take every advantage. In the end, we're gonna take
Nice.
it all anyways. So Um, we have on inside the Omni Discord, we have a channel which is I believe it's called Trading Chat, Trading underscore Chat, and so
Okay,
you'll be dropping the trading signals within that channel for the week.
correct. We
And
will. Yes.
what type of signals will the community see? What are they used for? How quick do they have to act on them? What's the 411 on the trading signals?
Yeah, the trading signals range from basically any of the pairs that we have on our platform. I've seen like loads of ranges. I've seen Aster, I've seen Grass, I've seen Bitcoin, I've seen ETH, I've seen Sol. There's like it's all over the place. Whenever there's a signal, we will post it.
And
And the signal, yeah,
is sorry to interrupt you, is that based on trading pairs that I can actually trade on Foxify, or
yes,
just hot signals in the market? So you're not
no,
going to
we
give me a signal for something I can actually act on or trade actively on your platform.
exactly.
Okay.
We do get more trading signals than just the ones that we share, but we only share the ones that are tradable on Foxify. That's correct.
Okay.
And yeah, what will happen is you will see the signal. It will have a lot of information. It's like the price at which you ideally go into the trade. It will have one or multiple profit targets. It will have a stop loss target. It will have the amount of leverage that we or that is used or should be used for that trade. And of course that are only suggestions, right? You can cater that to your own
Mm-hmm.
liking. But I must say that yeah, I've been trading those signals myself pretty much one on one, and it's yeah,
Working out
it's a lot
well.
of fun.
Are you
Yeah,
able to share
reasonably.
sort of where these signals come from or how they're generated, or is that some internal knowledge that you can't share yet?
Yeah, we'll keep that secret for now.
Gotcha, gotcha. That's probably smart to play your cards close to your chest right before the contest. That's good.
Yes, sir.
But the signals have been working well, and your community's really happy with them, and they're utilizing them.
They are. Yeah, yeah, that's right. And of course, not every signal is a winner. You just need to be mindful of that. Uh,
Sure, of course.
but as long as you do follow the signals, as they have pretty decent take profit and stop loss targets on there as well. So even if one goes against you, you'll still be able to pretty much mitigate any damage that is done.
And are these signals normally for like a premium member of your
Yeah,
platform, or are these something? So what would it take? What's the minimum I would need to be, or what level would I be till I could start receiving the signals full
yeah,
time, basically?
exactly. Good question there, by the way. The uh, the rank or like the role that we require you to have on our platform would be Golden Fox.
Okay.
You'll be a member of our Fox Den, and then there's basically two tiers. You've got the cunning foxes, and the cunning foxes do get the standard things like a giveaway every month. They get special access to a channel that we share information in. They get an extra AMA every month, etc., etc. And
Hmm.
then the golden foxes, they get everything. They get early access to certain or most of the things that we are developing. They get the trading signals. They get even more prizes during the monthly giveaway. So yeah, that is basically where you want to be.
So
And to be,
membership has its privileges.
it does. And to become a golden fox, you need 5,000 EB fox tokens.
Okay.
And
And EB is a locked version of the Fox token.
correct, it
Eh,
is. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And so what are we currently at price wise?
The fox token, I had a look before we started our call, and it's creeping back to the 40 cents that we
Nice.
were last week. So it
Right.
went
I
down
think
a little bit.
when yeah, when Danny and I were on the stream last week, I think that's where it was as
Yeah,
well. So, and
it
that has shown
actually
some real appreciation, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
actually just crossed 40 cents again. So that's awesome. We're back
beautiful.
above 40 cents.
So really then the signals that you're going to be sharing with the communities and putting out there, this is really like a premium feature that you would normally
Yeah,
have to buy in for quite a bit to become a golden fox and receive all those benefits, these trading signals being one of them. So this is
correct.
a good chance for people to almost have a like a trial membership and
Mm,
see what these signals look like, and then be able to see us competing back and forth. And I don't know how much of a competition it will be, but I know your team will be taking part. But the communities will be able to see us wiping the floor of the Last Chance Saloon with your traders, using a nice foxtail, and then walking out with
oh
all the
my
loot
God.
at the end.
All right. Well, good luck with that, buddy. I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, I guess the numbers will speak for themselves, and
I
we'll
guess they
know.
will.
Um, Basically, we're going to start this tomorrow at
We
noon
are.
Eastern Standard Time, which is what exactly UTC?
It's 1600 UTC. It's
16.
basically the same time as we started this live stream today. And all of the events will take place at the same time to keep it easy for everybody. It's always 12 p.m. UTC for the start tomorrow. And also because we have another catch up session on Friday where we'll meet again, CV
Right.
and I, and we'll have a look how it's going. And
Yeah.
yeah,
And then
we'll
the
see
numbers will be doing the
the
speaking. So
talking.
I can say it all. I can talk big now, but then on Friday
Exactly.
we'll have to have the numbers back it up.
Exactly. And I'm looking forward to that one as well, because that is about halfway in, just before the weekend. So yeah, it's a good point to see where things are standing at that time,
Right.
and see who might get away with the victory.
And I know that this question is very market dependent, that it will depend on what the market's doing. But is there any estimated amount of signals I'm going to receive? Will I see one or two throughout this week, or am I going to see like 30 just based on you having so many token options available to trade?
Yeah, over the last week, if I take that as a gauge, it's been a couple every day, like say 2 to 5 every day.
Right.
Yeah, so you can expect quite a good number of trading signals coming.
And how long would you estimate that a trading signal is good for? I know that's a tough question,
Mm,
but
that
if I am
is.
not a daily user in Discord and I come back and I see something from yesterday or maybe even 2 days ago and it's sort of still within those ranges, is it still good, or do you need to be, very active and you want to get on these things as soon as you see them if you choose to do so?
Yeah, generally, again, a really good question there. Generally, you want to take action on those signals as soon as you can, because the longer you wait, the longer it might go away from that price
Right,
point. But a good thing to remember is as well, say you look at it a day late, right? The market could have done a whole dump and then gone up to that price target again, and that would invalidate that call at that
right,
point. So
right.
this is not a clear cut answer that I can give, but if the market is still like trailing around that after a while, definitely go ahead and take it. No financial advice, of course. But if the market has done a whole, a whole dump and then a pump back up, then I wouldn't take that trade anymore.
Okay. If I was brand new to your platform and I'm someone listening from one of the communities and I want to get into my own funded challenge, what would be one or two tips that you might give a brand new user to maybe help them see a little bit more success on the platform? Any good
Yeah,
tips for the community?
that is a really good question. Well, firstly, it helps always if you have a little bit of experience with trading.
Right.
If you have the chart in front of you and you understand how the chart works, that is already a good base to start from. And basically, besides that, it's try to figure out like what the sentiment is in the market, and try to act on that. See if you see Bitcoin going up, and it's not that far up yet, and that is usually a good indicator to start looking at in a long signal. So in a signal that yeah you expect Bitcoin will go up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, So my tips, I think, from things that I learned from last time,
Hmm.
um, use stop losses, and I guess this goes back to what
Yes,
you're saying is that if
100%.
you're an experienced trader, you might know about some of these things, but um, I would say always set your stop losses when you have the time, when you're sitting down and you're looking at it and you're about to open your trade. You've probably got targets in mind, so set those stop losses because you never know when those marks are going to be hit. It could be 4 o'clock in the morning and you're asleep,
Hmm.
or you're on your way home from work or to work, and you just can't be in front of the PC or however you're doing your trading. So I think stop losses was great. I also,
Yes.
on a week long competition, I don't want to go in day one, hour one, all of my liquidity, just push it all in on the first hand of the tournament. So I like to break my trades down. On the last time when there was the trading, you had to do the 5 trades and it was 500. I said, okay, I've got 5 $100 trades here. Let me kind of pick and choose. And that allowed me to constantly be like opening and closing trades and allowing them to hit the markers I wanted, as opposed to just putting in the whole 500 and then
Yeah.
almost just being fully tied to that trade, and feeling like maybe my hands were tied, where if I had broken it down into multiple amounts and trades, then I could have had more of that flexibility, and I could have, for example, let Ethereum come back into the range while I was watching 4 other trades. So those would be the two tips that I would give.
Great
Um,
tips.
Now, would you say that your platform is for a beginner, an intermediate, or a really knowledgeable trader? Will beginners find success, or are you finding that the people that have the most success are usually intermediate traders that might have the knowledge about the stop losses and leverage and all that type of thing, or have you found that a lot of beginners, not fully beginners, but people that know a little bit more than the basics, are they finding good success?
I think that everybody is poised to do well on our platform if they use a sensible leverage, if they use a stop loss, because yeah, those are things that every trader, no matter when you just start out or yeah, like if you're years into trading, it's something the discipline, right? That is something it's very important for everybody to have, and making use of the stop losses, not just stop loss, but also take profit targets, right? Because I heard you mention set your stop loss, but definitely set your take profit targets as well when you open your trade, because you don't want to have your trade hit the take profit target and you
And
weren't around to
yeah,
take it.
right. Yeah. Think like a winner, not like I
Exactly.
better watch my loss. I'm here to take my top. Good point. Good add on. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And
So
so,
definitely make sure to use all of that. And at our community, you probably have firsthand experience. We always try to help the people coming in. We have lots of new people coming in every week, and they have questions. And yeah, we are always the first to jump onto any questions they have and try to get them to understand the platform and get them trading and winning.
absolutely. And so now, when our two teams initially started working together, these go back to Arbitrum days. Your
True.
team has since migrated your liquidity over to the Sonic blockchain. So people that wanted to take part in your platform or use it, they do need to have their assets over on Sonic.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, and they'll need for trading. Is it, do we initially deposit stable coins like
Yes.
USDC or Tether, and we will
Correct.
need a little bit of Sonic for that initial gas transaction. But
hmm
once we are on the platform, these are gasless trades.
Correct. Yeah, that is 100% correct. You
So
need. Oh, go ahead.
okay, I'll let you finish your thought there. But so now that I've got my $500 on, I've done the contest. Let's say I had two accounts. One was up in profit and the other was down. At the end of the contest, what happens with my balance? How do I get that? How do I get that out? And the balance I see on the screen, that's what will actually come back to my wallet if I chose to withdraw from the platform.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a nuance there. It's good that you ask because we are starting the funded challenges, which means you're bound to a timer, and that timer will pretty royally go up each time that you trade, and it will tick down when you are inactive. So there's a couple of ways to cash out, if you will. One would be to reach the next level. So if you do make it to the silver level, then you can cash out and you can continue going. Another one would be to let the timer go down. And the third one would be to completely, get to your stop loss or your drawdown, is what I should say. Sorry. But then you won't cash out anything. uh,
Okay, so we need the timer to go to basically zero, and that shows the inactivity. And at that point, I would be able to remove the money.
Yeah, and there will be a small, like a small, fee, I should say it, like a small penalty for letting it hit zero.
Okay,
But that's like only it's marginal. I had it on my. Sadly, it happened on my pro challenge, and I paid $7 to Foxify for letting it go to zero. So it's pretty marginal.
and if I don't want to do a funded challenge, am I able
hmm
to just come on your platform and just use
Yep.
it sort of like in any time? I really like the entry point for Bitcoin or Ethereum,
Yep.
and so I want to come in and just place one trade and then put in some money. How will the leverage work in that case? Let's say I don't want to do a funded challenge. I have $100
Yep.
on Sonic. What will my leverage look like on that $100?
Of course, the leverage you can completely like choose yourself, but it's a good thing that you ask because we are working on flash funding, and that will be exactly good for the situation that you're describing. So flash funding works in a way that you can put $100 in, for instance, right? We are still working on this, so it's not live on the platform yet, but it's coming. Say you're convinced Bitcoin is going up. You're so convinced that you want to put that $100 in there. It's really cool with flash funding. You'll be able to select your own drawdown. So say
Okay.
you select a
Now, what do
very
you mean by drawdown?
yeah, drawdown is basically the point at which the account can fall behind or can fall below, and
Right.
then you'll get pretty much liquidated. So
Right.
if you start out in a regular challenge, a regular pro challenge, your drawdown will be 20%. So if you lose at any point more than 20% of that $500, then you'll hit your drawdown, and
Okay.
then you'll automatically fail the challenge.
So in a funded, that would be hitting 400.
It's 20% of the 2,500 because you're on a
Okay.
you're going
Okay.
on a $2,500 account.
Right.
So that would be about $500, roughly
Okay.
$500. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
right. And with the flash funding, you're able to determine that yourself. But of course, the lower you set your drawdown, so the tighter the range you set for yourself, the higher you can go in terms of the money that you get to trade with.
Okay.
So it's like it's like a trade-off. If you select like 5 times or like 5% drawdown, you'll be able to get a lot more money out of your $100 than if you're going for a 20% drawdown that you usually get.
Awesome. How's your YouTube channel? Do you have a lot of good videos on there describing and showing kind of website walkthroughs about what the
Hmm.
back end looks like and really help people that want to go looking for more information?
Yeah, we put up a new series, if you will, on how to use the platform, but not just on how to use it, but also how to bridge to Sonic, how to get your tokens across to Sonic, even as simple as how to start a wallet, right? How to unramp funds onto the wallet if you're completely new to crypto. All of that can be found on our YouTube channel, indeed.
And of course, there'll be a full document section on the website
Yeah.
for people that like to do it the old fashioned way.
Exactly. Yeah. If you want to see that, you can just go to our website and then go for the. I'm not sure, let me see if I can show it to you guys. I don't see the option right here. Let me head back. Let's see.
More.
Or a website. Where is the white paper? Yeah, I usually just type it in the address bar. If you go documents, let's see, white paper, there, docs.foxify.trade. There you have
Beautiful.
it. So that's docs.foxify.trade. And then, yeah, you have the whole overview. And yeah, you can also point out the specifics right here. It should also be available through the website. I'm not sure why I couldn't find it there.
Maybe in the footer or something, but they'll be
Probably.
able. Usually, that's a pretty standard subdomain, right? Document dot
Yeah, yeah,
whatever your domain is.
exactly.
Excellent. Well, I'm not sure if you
Cool.
watch baseball, but baseball, I love baseball. My
Hmm.
community knows that I love baseball. I always post about the Blue Jays in there. They just won the American League East yesterday.
Oh,
They're getting
nice.
ready to go into the
Congratulations.
playoffs. I'm super pumped about this. I'm ready for competition. I'm in
Yes, sir.
full competition mode.
Me
There's
too.
lots of stuff going up. I think this is great timing. I think that I'm really excited to be going into October here, which has previous years it's been a good month that October, November, maybe even to December. So a lot of
Yeah, it
good things
has.
going on. we could use a little bit of help and some pumps, but
Mm.
we're excited to do this because we love working with your team. I think that probably as projects go, we're pretty close to BFFs. You guys are constantly innovating and adding new features, just like we are.
You are
Um,
as well. I was just gonna say
yeah.
that.
So
Right
we're
back at
both,
you.
our teams have a lot of synergy, but they have the same type of goals and how they like to communicate with the community and be transparent. Although we are sort of different, we also have that unity as well. That we work well together, and I'm talking about the physical platforms now, right? You
Exactly.
can come and buy the token or provide liquidity and do those sort of stuff. Omni is on Sonic, you're on Sonic.
Yep.
We both we're on Arbitrum, which we're still supporting with Omni as well. So we have a lot of things coming up this week as well. One of them we're going to announce today on the rollout. So keep an eye out for that.
I
Keep an eye
will.
out on
Looking forward to
Friday
that.
when we do our next round of banter, where you're not going to
Hmm.
have much to say on the bottom of that leaderboard. So this
Ah,
is
yeah.
this is
You'll
about the
find out.
highest ranking you'll have in this whole competition, which is
Mm.
on par until the Outlaws start building up their coin bags, doing what we do. So,
Mm.
and
We'll see
leaving the
about that.
tab for the last chance saloon to pick up. So,
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it,
okay,
man.
okay. So we'll see. We'll see tomorrow at noon. You can follow along.
The
Um,
duel starts.
the duel starts, as they say.
Boom. Yes, sir.
Okay,
All right.
at
Well,
high
thanks
noon.
everybody for joining us. High noon indeed. And yeah, I'm looking forward to trading against you guys.
All
Let's see
right.
how we can do.
All right. It sounds good. I
All right.
appreciate coming on and being able to do this and letting the community and letting them know
Yeah.
about all
Right
this
back at you.
stuff. And I thank them for joining. I'm doing a tiny little giveaway in the Omni Discord for anyone that's when this ends. Come on over, click the icon like we usually do, and we'll take it to
Nice.
the Wheel of Names. So
All right.
that's it for
Good stuff.
me.
All right, then. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you as well, CV, for being part of this. And I can't wait to speak again on
All
Friday.
right. Let the games begin. We'll talk
Heck
soon.
yes. All right.
All right. Bye now, everyone.
Bye bye.